We were talking right before we started recording, and you were mentioning something has happened in Nagpur, and I was not planning on mentioning it because it was hearsay at that point, but now it's all over the news. There is conversation about Mr. Modi having to retire that I think Sanjay Raut from Shiv Sena has picked up and started talking about. And you were mentioning that something of that nature has happened. What has happened, sir, and why are we waking up to this reality?
No, see, the issue is this, that Modi is not a free man. He is a pracharak of the RSS, which means that when he was in utter poverty, the RSS picked him up, gave him a place to stay, gave him clothes to wear, gave him food, and educated him. And then later on, when he showed certain tendencies, they sent him into politics. They helped him become the chief minister and the prime minister. And therefore, he has an obligation to the RSS for that purpose and all those other Indians who helped him otherwise. That is what all that is expected. When you become prime minister and then you start strutting about undermining other people, which he has done. A lot of people have been sent to Gyan Ganga or whatever, I don't know, or various names. They've been shunted out.
What is this, Gyan Ganga?
Not Gyan Ganga. It is, they have created a place for old men.
Okay. As a retirement home?
Huh?
Is it a retirement home?
It is like
it's a de facto retirement home.
But why did you select that?
And that's for the party
leaders? Who they claim is over 75.
Fair.
Now the problem is, now Modi is having that problem.
Himself.
Yes. And essentially those who in the RSS have to obey, that sort of thing. But whether it remains or not, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that we have to recognize that if a person puts his whole life into the work, he should be respected and given his opportunity to continue to contribute, even if it is less than before. Because what he has done in the past is created a situation where you are now in a new situation where it's much better than before.
You've gotten us progress,
yes,
right?
Yeah. Just now he should go so that I can take his place. That is a mentality which has unfortunately come. And so these are the various aspects for which character is very important. Mr. Modi doesn't want anybody in the picture. He doesn't mind if a cinema star comes and becomes an MP, but he will not allow a hard worker of the party to become an MP.
Because what is the loss there?
Because a cinema star would be, amenable to whatever he wants to be done. Whereas if a party worker comes, he may start talking back. So don't let him come up. Make him a difficult man. Say something. So this is the degeneration that has taken place.
How often is it that what we think is happening on the outside is completely different? Like, I'm sure private incentives and private desires take a lot of precedence over the general narratives that are then stretched for us.
Certainly. Private desires you can have. I may want to become prime minister, but it won't dominate my thinking. What I'm capable of doing, I'm doing. Going to court, I go. I don't have to become prime minister to go. I go around the country giving speeches. I go to courts. This process, you may have ambitions. I may want India to become more prosperous than, say, United States or America, or China. But I know that it is not in my hands. I would like to evict China from Ladakh, which Mr. Modi has allowed them to come into because he's so scared of them. So what I'm telling you is that everybody has to have a ambition, but he also must know that when he can fulfill that ambition, when he cannot. If he cannot, he should reconcile himself.
So the news is that Mr. Modi is going to hit 75 in September.
Yes, he must go.
And who wants the transfer of power to happen? Is the RSS saying that he must go?
No, that's what RSS has been RSS's thing, even for their own pracharaks.
Yes. It's a disciplinarian thing that's been part of...
Yeah, it is there. Modi was brought up by the RSS.
Right.
He didn't have enough money to get a one day's food, you see. They built him up, they sent him to school, they projected him. He became, but like everybody else in the RSS, he has to follow the 75 principle.
It is one thing for this to make news, one thing for opposition parties to pick it up and make noise around it. It is one thing for it to actually happen. Do you think this is actually going to happen, or?
Well, in my opinion, for Mr. Modi, who's entirely created by RSS, for him to go against an RSS view, I think by history I can say he will not survive.
So you think that this is a hard stop?
Yes, he has to go.
And this is a conjecture, right? Like this is still you. I mean,
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. It's a conjecture. I don't know what exactly was discussed.
Sure.
But I do know that RSS has spoken about this in many places. I know many RSS office bearers who at 75 left, who were they were the head of the RSS. But they became 75, they left without making a noise. So that is and Mr. Modi has come up because of the RSS. He has no contribution of his own. And RSS having brought him there, they say, you're our pracharak. Now you obey what is expected of you. You are 75. You have seen enough of the world. Go retire.
In the hypothetical that it does transpire, how do you think will people receive it? Do you think people will be okay with it, or
people in our country, if anybody resigns, will be okay with it? I have not seen somebody who's grieved because
they resign?
A collective decided that he should not continue anymore.
And who do you think is the successor? I think that's a big question.
I have no idea. Absolutely.
If you were a guessing man?
Who?
If you were a guessing man, if you were going to...
No, I won't guess. Because it's not a job which is something that should be sought unless you have a widespread support which brings in and your ideology is acceptable.
Fair.
If you have no ideas at all, then you're a doll. You're just being put there. I won't think much of that.
Guys, if you're interested in more content like this where it actually makes you think and explore how you think inside your head, dude, subscribe, man.